Let me reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I never really knew what to do with my life, but I have always known what I don't want to do. I dropped out of school eventually and started working for $9 an hour. Back when fun looked something like this. I saved up and bought my first camera, a Nikon D7100.
Welcome back to another.
My first bike was a Yamaha MT-07. Spent all my $9 an hour savings and paid in cash. A lot of hours spent delivering event equipment. Spent the summer roofing to scrape together the last bit of cash. Work mostly looked like this. Gotta get that bread. And then I quit. On January 1, 2024, I took a step into the unknown. But first, I worked my way up to head of operations. From doing the dishes, picking orders and cleaning the toilets, to being in charge of daily operations, reporting directly to the board and shareholders. After a few years, the company I was hired to operate grew faster than my ability to manage it, and I burned out. That taught me a lot about business, leadership, people, and myself. After a 2-month break, I gave myself one last shot in the event business. I increased the profit margins to 48% compared to the previous year. That comeback was personal. Then I resigned. I realized it would be hard to heal in the same environment that broke me, and I wanted to give the content thing a real chance. Now work looks more like this, but I try to get my hands dirty and back sore whenever I get the chance. You can take the boy out of blue collar work, but you can't take the blue collar out of the boy. My parents recently told me that when I was asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, my answer was always the same. I didn't want to grow up. I couldn't accept the idea of doing something I didn't enjoy doing for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for the rest of my life. That was my idea of work back then. Making skateboard videos seemed like a lot more fun. Here we are in Barcelona, 14 years ago, recording a Sponsor Me tape, a 480p version is still out there. This was my first handrail. It's a real big deal. Found some content I created for over 2 decades ago. The Yamaha R1 from, I don't know, maybe 02 or 03 is still a dream bike of mine, mostly for the nostalgia. Let a boy dream and he will chase that dream all the way from Växjö, Sweden to Berlin. 2 years ago, BMW invited me to celebrate their 100th anniversary. I even shared a meal with the CEO of Make Life a Ride, a special full circle moment for me that I will remember forever. But I was never the creative one. I remember being laughed at in art class, and my parents told me I used to have breakdowns as a child whenever I was asked to draw a picture. I struggled to express myself, especially on demand or under pressure, often feeling like I didn't fit in misunderstood or like something was wrong with me. The fact that I have posted over 1,000 pieces of content for the world to judge must be some kind of miracle, and I have so much to thank it for. After my burnout, I was diagnosed with stress-induced depression and ulcerative colitis. Things got pretty dark. A lot of my self-worth was attached to my performance and who I was at work. Learned even more lessons. Through lifestyle changes, diet and exercise, I'm now symptom-free, back in shape, physically and mentally. When we first got a computer and internet at home, I remember browsing our motivation on Reddit at a fairly young age and being exposed to philosophers like Carl Jung and Nietzsche. This quote in particular stuck with me. I know of no better life purpose I know of no better life purpose than to perish attempting the great and impossible. The fact that something seems impossible should not be a reason to not pursue it. That's exactly what makes it worth pursuing. Where would the courage and greatness be if success was certain and there was no risk? The only true failure is shrinking away from life's challenges. Been pretty much chasing my potential ever since, for better and for worse. It's 10 years ago now that I bought that Nikon D7100. But I didn't just buy a camera that day. I bought myself a ticket to a life that otherwise wouldn't have been possible for someone like me. It is never too late to go after what you want. Someone out there needs your story. Someone out there needs to see you doing it, so they know it's possible for them too. A little hope goes a long way. Art Project Challenge by Johan. Art is how I make